Welcome back to the Nikki Clarke Radio Show on Hotline. The show is about conversations that matter, transforming lives one story at a time. And very happy to have another outstanding individual with us today. She is the founder of the leadership group. Please welcome Dale Allen to the show. How are you doing today, Dale?
I'm great, Nikki. Thank you. Doing very well.
Awesome. So I know that you've been doing great things in the community and just inspiring people and getting them to go to the next level of their, ladder of potential. And I just wanted to ask you, where did it all start from, or what is your journey leading up to creating the leadership group?
Well, Nikki, I've always played the part of mediator in my life. It's just been sort of this natural place. And so even as a child, whether in my home or in previous jobs that I've had at school, I always played that role. And so people have always gravitated towards me because of my ability to help people feel calm. And in a way, I think people thought I could fix things. And so, there was a time when I just sort of became curious about understanding why people did come to me. And also I noticed that it was such a comfort for me, Nikki. It was just so comfortable to be in that space. And so even if there were disagreements, I experienced, or there were disagreements between people, people would come to me. And I was just really sensitive to hearing how people were feeling and noticing how people were feeling. And I could really pick out what people were trying to express, even if their words would sometimes cause divisiveness or frustration. I could hear more about what they were trying to say and what was really meaningful, rather than just the words themselves, because sometimes that could leave wounds, right? So what I started to notice is that people really were looking for ways. These are my words now. I didn't have the words then, but to get back into a healthy state. And in a way, I thought I was always interested in how do you get back to health and how do you stop people from suffering. So I wanted to do medicine. That was really my desire. And I was en route to do that, got sidetracked and not really sidetracked, but just sort of was led on a different path, and then was on a path to do physio, then got interested into occupational therapy, but landed in kinesiology and really loved the science of movement and understanding in particular people who had difficulties with movement. And so here I am now en route to do a PhD, and someone actually said, I think you'd be really great at this work. And so it was really, coaching actually found me. It was, I call it, some people call it the quarter-life crisis. It was that moment of me deciding, am I going to do occupational therapy? Am I going to teach? Am I going to do physio? Am I going to do medicine? And boom, coaching's in front of me. And it was a space that I didn't know other than sport. I didn't know it in other than that kind of in that realm. And it found me, and I really thought, this is amazing. This is a way to guide and share and understand the impact that we have on everything that we do. And it lies right in our head. It's who we are. It's our brain. It's our mind. It's who we are. So that really is how I got to coaching, was sort of this amazing, meandering but beautiful path of being who I was, and this sort of gravitational pull to people's sensitivities, and then this desire to do medicine and to end suffering, and then here, look, I'm doing that in a way of life and work.
Excellent. So who are the people who come to you looking to, enhance their lives, become unstuck, whether it be in a professional scenario or personal?
Yeah, and Nikki, that's really it. It's so interesting. It's been predominantly through people's organizations, so through work, and oftentimes we've worked with managers, CEOs, business owners, now I think there's that was 14 years ago when we started, and so it was really, the leadership group was really focused in workplaces. But what I'm seeing now is I love this idea of when you want to be the healthiest version of yourself, that to have the healthiest mind, to make healthy choices, to communicate and interact in a way that's healthy. We don't really discriminate, right? So we, as the seeker of that, don't discriminate. Our minds want that. We crave that. So whilst most of our work tends to be in workplaces, people find me individually as well, which I love. I love when people just go, no, this is important for me. It's important for me to have a way to get back into a healthy state. So I really love that that we've sort of across that barrier of, it's not just at work. It's important for me to be great in my personal life to have a way to, I always say a way to recover, Nikki, because we know that no one's immune to the downs of life. We know that we've got the ups and the downs, and so I'm not immune to it. No one is, and so I love it when people start to look at their life as it's that meaningful that I wouldn't just wait to be in a down. I want to. I know it's going to come. It's going to happen, and I want a way to get back into a healthy state more readily, more easily.
Oh, beautiful. Now, Dale, how has your life been transformed through this passion work?
Yeah, I love that. Oh, I love that you called it passion work. For me, I was there was a time, it was about 6 years ago. So, we're 8 years in, we're past that mark where, if business is apparently supposed to fail, it's supposed to fail. And there was something about me that was, they call it that constructive discontent, Nikki, that moment where you just go, hey, there's something new for me, there's something else that I need, but I couldn't name it. I couldn't name what it was. And what I realized was I really wanted, for myself, I wanted a way, I'd worked with thousands of people already, and I thought, man, I'm really interested in this desire, this hunger, this thirst for more, but it's like more for ourselves. So I would say how things transformed for me personally is, here we are at the 8-year mark, and things are riding totally fine. Like, they're good, but I am not enjoying the work. And I don't say the work that it was painful or that I didn't enjoy my clients. It wasn't that. It was that, Nikki, I just knew that there were people who were going to just come and go, and it was this way of, I've got an acute issue, and can you just help me solve this issue between me and my boss, or me and my colleague, or my my coworker is doing this and I don't enjoy it. There was this I started to hear the same things over and over again. And I'll say I was bored, and it wasn't because I was hearing the same things over and over again. It was I was not enjoying the process of what I started to notice as pattern behavior, and I knew that I knew it intimately because it was in me too, where, man, it's sexy to be able to have a conversation with someone when there is an issue, and the issue is ripe and it's hot, and then you could just sort of douse it, and you're like, oh my goodness, I just watered it, and now the issue's gone. And then I would see the issue come up again, and I would see that in my own life, in my own relationships. And I thought, man, this actually doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. So I actually stopped coaching. We had owned a franchise at the time. I stopped. I mean, I stopped at a time where it wasn't smart, because financially, this was our bread and butter. My husband and I were both in this business, and I was the main coach. And I said to him, I can't coach this way. But I didn't have another way, or even a reason that I could explain, because people enjoyed it and people changed and shifted. And I was like, no, this isn't working for me. And I realized that, no, in my own life, I don't want to be stuck in that pattern of just going back to, it's like going back to the doctor just because I've got a virus again. I thought, no,
Right.
I want to know what to do. I want to be able to do this, to work with someone, but I also wanted to know on my own when I'm in that moment where, it's difficult. What do I do in the moment? And I wanted to learn a way. I want to share a way that really would be impactful, even when I wasn't there. And so this is what happened. Here we are. Our business actually financially tanked because I stopped coaching. And then it's something I couldn't have even Googled, Nikki. Could not have even Googled it. I was invited to come to be on a board for this network for organizational development. And, I'd hesitated, and then I was like, I'll just go. It's their AGM. They were looking for board members. I didn't really want to be a board member. But I had gone in and met a person I was to meet. And it was this beautiful woman who I said, I want to work with you because this is what I'm looking for. I couldn't have found it by Googling because I didn't know what I was looking for. But I found what I was looking for. And, my life has absolutely forever changed. The way that I coach and the way that I interact with people is to share a way where we really have that strong desire to be a practitioner of our destiny. So be a practitioner of this way of getting back to health in those moments, those quiet moments when no one else is with you, and it's just been so rewarding. It's been amazing. And so our business actually then took this amazing turn where we've just thrived. It's just been phenomenal.
Fantastic. Well, Dale, I'm looking forward to meeting you very shortly in Ottawa. So if you're listening and you're in the Ottawa area, come September 20th, please come down and meet Dale Allen. We'll be at the Heart and Crown in the Buy Market area. I believe it's on Clarence Street in the nation's capital. And you're just going to, be captivated by Dale and what she'll be sharing. And so, Dale, if people want to connect with you before that time or have you consult with them, where can they find you?
So two places. Our website, www.theleadershipgroup.ca. And personally, you can email me at dale@theleadershipgroup.ca.
Excellent. Well, Dale, thank you so much for giving us a little glimpse of what you do and a little bit about the leadership group. It's fantastic work, and we really appreciate you. And I am really looking forward to meeting you face-to-face in Ottawa. So thank you. Thank you again for your time.
Thank you. It's such a pleasure, and it's just been so great to be on this call. Thanks so much.
No, you're very welcome. Well, you've been listening to the Nikki Clarke Radio Show on Hotline, and we had our very special guest, Dale Allen, who is the founder of the Leadership Group. Follow her on social media, and also come out to the live taping September 20th at the Heart and Crown from 5 o'clock onwards, and you're really going to enjoy the wealth of wisdom in that room that night, so don't miss it. All right, Dale, well, look forward to seeing you soon, and thank you again for your time.
Thanks
Have a
so
great
much,
day.
Nikki. Take care.
You're welcome. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.